everybody, welcome back to our 7th episode of Space in Africa News. If you are new to this channel, my name is Daniel Asante. I'm from Ghana and Ukraine, and I'm also a space social entrepreneur. Starting with this episode, we're going to be starting with an opportunity to attend the International Weather Initiative School. The International Space Weather Initiative School and its partners invite interested career professionals in Master of Sciences and PhD students based in Africa to apply for its program slated to take place between 26th to the 30th of September of 2023 in Lusaka, Zambia. Topics which may be covered include solar and terrestrial physics, as well as the impact of space weather on global navigation systems and ground infrastructure will also be explored. Secondly, we have an interesting forum with Russia, which is called the Russia-Africa Forum. Russia's state space corporation Roscosmos has announced that it has plans to sign a cooperation agreement with African countries during the Russia-African Economic and Humanitarian Forum in St. Petersburg, Russia, from 27 to 28 July of 2023. Roscosmos also recently sent a delegation led by DG Yuri Borisov to Egypt on June 25th, where they met with the Egyptian Space Agency CEO Dr. Sherif Sedki to discuss cooperations in outer space, including satellite production and launch, the development of manned programs, and surface space infrastructure. Moving on to Algeria and Russia for government agreement in peaceful space operation, which occurred on 26 June of 2023. Algeria has signed a cooperation agreement in space exploration and the use of outer space for peaceful purposes with Russia. This agreement establishes the fundamental terms of bilateral relations in space activities. The agreement encompasses various areas such as space sciences, technologies and applications, space communications and related services, training and knowledge transfer in the space field, among other things. Moving on to Rwanda. Rwanda has an interesting news happening with Japan, whereby Mr. Hirosawa Jin, senior representative of the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA, has concluded consultations on enhancing Rwanda and Japan space collaboration with the CEO of the Rwanda Space Agency, Colonel Francis Ngabo. The partnership is expected to propel Rwanda's mission to utilize space for inclusive socio-economic developments in Rwanda and to help both countries achieve mutual benefits and enhance their respective space sectors for socio-economic development. Sliding on to Egypt. The Egyptian Space Agency has received the mechanical and electrical models of the EgSA 2 from China. The advanced imaging capabilities of EgSA 2 offer a range of applications that can significantly benefit the country. Additionally, acquiring EgSA 2 models represents a significant step forward for the Egyptian Space Agency's space research and satellite development admissions and signifies the agency's dedication to expanding its capabilities and contributing to the global scientific community. Ghana and Tunisia recently, on the 30th of June, signed a new space cooperation agreement. The Ghana Space Science and Technology Institute (GSSTI) and the Tunisian Space Association have assigned a partnership agreement to collaborate to advance the development of their respective space sectors for socio-economic benefits in Africa. The agreements will set the stage for future partnerships, space research, development, and training in both countries. We'll be sharing more news on the updates of this interesting collaboration. Also, Eutelsat Communications announced its partnerships with DFOM, Emirates Integrated Telecommunications Company (EITC), to upgrade its direct-to-home satellite services across the Middle Eastern region. With this development, DFOM is expanding its capability at the West Orbital position, and this expansion will enable its media customers to effortlessly deliver high-definition content to viewers, ensuring an enhanced user experience. Also, in Angola Telecom announced the launch of a new service, Conecta Angola, which aimed to provide free internet connectivity supported by the AngleSat 2 satellite to remote areas of the country where none of the country's mobile operators had been active. The project intends to target state institutions such as schools, hospitals, and municipal administrations that have limited access to internet connectivity to increase digital inclusion. Moving on to the Square Kilometer Array Observatory. This observatory has collaborated with the International Astronomical Union's Office for Astronomy Outreach and has awarded a second round of funding aimed at facilitating the creation of radio astronomy outreach activities and resources to 4 African and European projects. The scheme focuses on supporting publicly accessible outreach content and resources related to astronomy, to radio astronomy. Moving on to Côte d'Ivoire. It has been announced that Ivorian First Satellite program, YAM-SAT CI-01, will be placed in orbit by Q3 in 2024. Boubacar Fofana, one of the project's principal officers, announced this during the 2023 New Space Africa Conference in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. The satellite project, which is expected to be wholly manufactured in Côte d'Ivoire, underlines the growing space ecosystem in the country. In addition, it will be actualized through a public-private partnership to allow the nation to build the necessary infrastructure that is tailor-made to meet the needs of the citizens. Moving on to Africa as a whole. As of June 2023, African nations have invested a significant amount of $4.71 billion to manufacture and launch satellites. This expenditure has resulted in the manufacture and launch of 58 satellites, of which 15 countries across 4 regions manufactured 55. Looking at the photo, you can see all the satellites produced by Algeria, Egypt, South Africa, Angola, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Morocco, Tunisia, Multilateral, Mauritius, and so on. This is a good upgrade for Africa, though. Also, there is another opportunity to register for the 7th AfriGEO Symposium. The African Group of Earth Observations, in collaboration with the Ministry of Higher Education, Technology and Innovation, is hosting its 7th AfriGEO Symposium in Swakopmund, Namibia, between the 18th to 23rd of September this year in 2023. In addition, AfriGEO will feature 3 parallel pre-symposium trainings hosted by Environmental System Research Institute, Digital Earth Africa, NGO Land Degradation Neutrality Flagship, and CBAS between the 18th and 19th of September 2023, followed by a field excursion, which is optional. Moving on to Egypt again, the Chief Executive Officer of the Egyptian Space Agency, Dr. Sherif Sedki, has formally entered into a Memorandum of Understanding with the Chinese Land Satellite Remote Sensing Application Center, LASAC. The primary objective of this agreement is to enhance Egypt's access to remote sensing data, providing valuable insights for informed decision-making in crucial areas. Additionally, it aims to facilitate adequate training opportunities to improve Egypt's ability to extract actionable intelligence from the obtained data. Sliding on to an interesting news happening in Nigeria, the National Space Research and Development Agency, NASRDA, under the leadership of Dr. Halilu Shaba, the agency's Director General, recently hosted a delegation from the Shanghai Astronomical Observatory to engage in discussions regarding the implementation plan for construction and operating a groundbreaking, very long baseline interferometry system in the sub-Saharan Africa. This is a cutting-edge technique that combines data from multiple radio telescopes to create virtual telescope with the highest possible resolution. By implementing such a system in Nigeria, the country will gain unprecedented capabilities in observing and studying various celestial phenomena. This exceptional astronomical infrastructure and wealth information will generate and empower policymakers and planners with a deeper understanding of geophysical events and enable them to make informed decisions connecting infrastructure concerning infrastructure and development, resource management, and environmental conservation. Thank you all for tuning in, and please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and there is a Google form in the description below where you can state any African space news happening in your region. Thank you so much. Africa,